so Kapha, and really hold the different feels of these doshas. So Kapha is earth and water. And those two qualities right away, to me, show the elements of heaviness, of weight, of gravity. When earth and water combine, often you can get muddy quality, kind of sand at the beach. That's this kapha quality. It often has a viscosity to it, like a slipperiness, where that water and the earth meet together. So some of the qualities: heavy, slow, cold, dense, static, not moving, right? It's not a very quick moving thing like that pitta quality. So when in balance, these are the people who are very steady and very often very loyal, very loving, very patient, very strong. Holding that quality of the earth, right? The earth holds us all. It stabilizes us. It's loyal to us. It nourishes us. When out of balance, the kaphas get into trouble of getting stuck or stagnant or lethargic. That's often where they fall into trouble, is they get very resistant to moving, right? And if you think of trying to get a big stone to move, that's a hard thing to do, right? It's real hard to pick up those rocks, and they're so weighed down with gravity. Same thing with trying to get a bunch of mud and move some mud. It's grounded to the floor and very sticky. So kaphas, when the kapha element is very, very strong in them, it can be this very resistant to change, very kind of a stuck quality to them, extra heavy quality. So what they tend to avoid but benefit from is getting going and getting excited and getting more of a high energy quality to the body, which can be quite hard for someone who's really in a slow place. And you can think of the kapha moment typically for all of us in the day is that moment in the morning when we wake up and you don't really want to get out of bed. And the covers are warm and it's lovely in your bed. That's the kapha moment of the day. And in the day there, 6 to 10 in the morning. Often if you sleep in quite a bit and there's extra kapha in the body and it's even harder to get out of bed, that is that quality of that inertia, of that kind of that stuckness. So what they benefit from is getting up and getting going, getting some excitement going, trying something new, all those qualities that spark action and spark movement, because kapha is very static. So to get things moving can be very beneficial for them, but also brings up a lot of resistance. So the season, midwinter into spring, before the everything becomes alive in spring, but that static quality of winter. You can think of snow pressing down on the ground, ice, stillness, that would be the season. Time of day would be early in the morning or mornings or evenings when you are transitioning into sleep. If you ever had a big dinner and then say for example like a turkey dinner and you eat it and you start falling asleep on the couch, that's that kapha quality coming. So the stage of life, the womb into puberty. If you see kids, if they're healthy kids, they often have this very smooth quality to their skin. They have a density to them. They're rooted down on the earth. That's that kapha quality in the body. So a person with a kapha tendency, an example of someone I worked with, would be, they'd show up into the studio and it would take me about 10 minutes to finally get them going. They'd literally walk in and go right for the couch and sit down, and it's like, That's not what we're here for. Come on, let's go. Let's get excited about something. I'd often have to turn the music up, get some things going. So it was really like kind of pulling them and pushing them into action, or helping them as best I can. So the Kapha bodies tend to be bigger and heavier, often not so muscular defined, but very strong. It can be often have a layer of fat over the body, of heaviness, that usually is present. So the way I would design our hours were, it wouldn't be beneficial to us, like a pitta, to lay on the floor and try to calm ourselves. So we did the opposite. It was really a class of trying to get the energy up to a peak, so we can get the body heated, get it moving. And it was amazing. Once you did get it moving, they were off and running for the day. So that was a lot of our focus, was high energy work of boxing, of moving, of more dynamic yoga, approaching it that way. Of course, you have to be careful with often a Kapha type body, with their heavier nature, weight-bearing exercises. They're bearing a lot more weight. So there's things to keep in mind with that. Often very heavy sweaters and can get tired quite quickly. So it's a delicate balance of when you're working with them. We worked together for a good 2 years, and every single session, I usually get an email saying, I don't know about today. And it was this Kapha stuckness quality that I really had to work with delicately the whole time, and not so delicately sometimes, of like, get your shit together, get here, never mind. Because that quality that was their form of resistance, yeah? Lovely people though, so very loyal, really the definition of, like the mother bear archetype, where it's someone you can just really lean on and they can take your full weight and support you. Very sweet people from what I've experienced. So that would be the Kapha.